Helps if I center the things on the table. Alright. We've got some old plastics. And some resin. You can see by the swords how I feel about resin. Yep. We're gonna paint them up because they're cool and old, and they deserve it. I don't even know if this paint worked. Ooh. Yeah, that's how you want to open a paint, right? Oof. I'm gonna shake that up a little bit. Maybe still be usable. So how is everyone doing today? Well, it's shaking. That's a good sign. I got this second hand, but it's easier to use this than mixing the two colors that I used to use. So, we'll go with that. I mean, once you get it on the wet palette, it's just paint on there anyway, right? Alright. Alright. Oh, this paint is going to play rough, isn't it? I might have to mix my own. We'll see. Could also be the brush. I don't know. Welcome, everyone. I hope your day is doing well. Hello. Where did that? Hello, hello. So, yeah. Old school Dreadnought. Old school Terminator turned into a Terminator librarian. Resin Samael with his notorious broken blade. And Belial with his also resin questionable straightness sword. Yeah. The goal of today's paint is painting up things that are not going to be available in 11th, more than likely. Slices around corners. Yeah, that's fair. I figured I might as well paint them up before they are no longer viable. I am also using a secondhand Find Angel Green paint. So, this is not my salamanders. This is not any of those four. This is for the Highlander tournament, not for the Escalation League. And yeah, I can tell that the paint is not the best. It definitely doesn't want to go smooth on the Mini. I'll have to do several coats. Yeah, the Salamanders are the Legion of the Damned stuff that I've been working on. But no, my Dark Angels needed some extra work for the upcoming Highlander tournament. And so I figured I'd paint up the minis that will probably not going to be around very much longer. Because they deserve it. I'm trying to paint some of my older projects this year. Things that I can get off the painting table and then have new to paint. So we'll see how well it goes. I'm also snowed in right now, so there will not be a game store tomorrow. I might build or paint tomorrow instead, because having that extra time to work on things is always a good thing. Yeah, you should work on your Eldar force. Did you get that trade taken care of? Where did you manage to get to Mecca of 40k? Of Warhammer World? I can speak. I haven't had enough water today, I don't think. I should probably drink some more tea. Being a little sloppy on the space coat. I don't mind hitting things that I'm planning on painting over later. I just don't want to hit things that I'm not going to paint over. Who is the enemy? Ah, see? See? Snow. You snow, me snow. Ah. Um. But yeah, not going to the game shop means that I have more time to paint. So, that's not the worst thing. So I don't know if I want to add any super black areas here, but I do need more green. I don't know if I really want to do the shoulder pad, the shoulders. I think that would be too much green. I kind of like this piece to be green, though. But there's nothing on this side to really change up. I don't know. Any thoughts? And do I want black? Or do I want to leave it to do, like, the little, tubes and stuff? Rocks and dirt, huh? Hey, Moth. I'm painting up some old plastic and old resin. Dark Angels. Let's see. Let's do his cloak. Just throw the paintbrush. Yeah, okay. Yeah. This paint is not great. Yep. So I entered a Highlander tournament, so I can only have one of each data sheet, and I decided that Dark Angels would be the one. And so I'm painting up some minis that I'm not gonna get to use after, you know, anytime soon. Probably not gonna have them in 11th. Like, this guy already has a new model. There's a reason why he's on such a large base. Okay. But investments. I mean, I'm painting things that I've had for years and years and years. And I felt that they deserve that time now, you know? They deserve to be kept in the display cabinet painted instead of not painted. So... But yeah, whoever I got this paint off of, they didn't take care of it very well. Trying to, like, hydrate and mix it better as I'm using it, but I see streaks all over the place. Yeah. Prepping up some works, that's cool. Yep. Yeah, I'm snowed in right now. We've got several inches, and it started raining. And it's right about freezing out right now, so as the night goes on, that's gonna turn to ice on top of snow. Hey. Well, I mean, this stuff is like a really old bottle of war paints. Yep. Yeah, they actually canceled the shop tomorrow, so I'm not going to be driving 50 minutes to get to a place that's closed. So I have more time to paint. So at least I'm making the best of it, right? If I actually get some painting done tomorrow. Alright, photo. Okay. Yeah, more painting is good. The photo. Okay. Okay. Old British Diesel's works. Color scheme? Sure. I like it. Yeah, just trying to work through the colors that I want it to be and hey, Tiny Fox. No, I'm just trying to use up, you know, some old paint on some old models. Woof. You see that? You... Yeah, let's see this. It's just a glob of paint on there. Okay. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting these guys on the table. Get a game or two in. Well, tournament is 3 games in a single day. So we'll see how poorly I do. But it should be fun. I've got 2 weeks to paint up these 4 minis, 1 more, and base 15? 14, 15, somewhere in that area. So I got a little work to do. And I should be able to do a lot tonight and tomorrow. So have fun, Zolvix. Yeah, if I hadn't started right at the end of 5th edition and gotten 2 Dark Vengeance box sets over the course of 2 editions, you know, because it was the same box for 6th and 7th. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have probably chosen Dark Angels. But being that that's what I got in the starter sets, kind of makes sense why I have so many of them. I also liked that they have so many different colors that you can paint with. You know, you have the green wing and the death wing and the raven wing and, you know. But since I have 2 Dark Vengeances, it makes sense. Alright, Moth, I'll be here painting. um, but yeah, it kind of makes sense why I have Archangels. When that's what's available when you're younger and just starting out, you go, oh, okay, I can start an army for not too much. And I think that's why the starter set armies usually do have the things that they do. And then, you know, once you have so many Space Marines, you go, well, I have that many Space Marines, I could paint them in a different color too. And then you end up with Blood Angels, and Dark Angels, and Salamanders. Because when it comes to Space Marines, you can do several different armies instead of just one in 12,000 points. And usually they can run together because they're still Space Marines, just painted up different colors. At least for me. I will be honest, if Dark Angels hadn't been in that starter box that I got, I might have been into Space Wolves. Because at the time, they had very cool models. Like when Grimnar came out, that was pretty cool. I remember when their flyer came out. It was like, wow, that thing is weird looking. Yep. But yeah, that Salamanders is really cool too. I'm glad that I decided to paint up another army. They're not green, but I didn't need another green Space Marine army, so... Alright. I may as well make his robe as the green too, right? And this paint is bad. Okay. I don't even know why I'm using this green. I should have just mixed the one that I usually do. But I started with it. I'm gonna continue. It'll probably end up in the trash after the paint session. Because I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can get this to show up. So it's like not covering properly, making a whole lot of lines. It's too much glare. Like down here. It's good. Yeah, it's not great. Oh well. I usually mix 6 parts green skin with 1 part matte black. But when I saw a bottle of angel green, I was like, oh, I can just use that. And yeah, well, here we are. Trying. Once I get the base coats down, I can start mixing a different green, I guess. I don't know. My first highlight, I'll do half this angel green and half green skin, and then I can just go to green skin. For the next one, that'll probably be fine. So what's everyone else working on? Hey, Julian, how's it going? I haven't seen you for a long while. Oh yeah? So yeah, I don't know if you saw, um, Game Shop is doing a Highlander tournament at the end of the month, and I need to paint up my Archangel so I can actually join in. I don't usually do tournaments, but this one looked like an interesting one, so... Cats like to take chairs. I understand that fully. And they're usually cute enough that you just can't not let them. So what VR are you playing, Tiny Fox? Oh, okay. My experience with VR has been limited and not happy with it. I've had bad results with it. Um, just the way that it was set up wasn't great for me. Yeah, yeah. GW did some really weird things back in the day. Oop, that's not the picture I was looking for. There we go. Um, yeah, I think the VR that I was in, it was like it was something for work back in the day. Um, different job. Um, but I think they filmed it so that it was fine for someone who was like 6 foot tall. And just looking around, just looking down, and things being so far away from what I would normally see was rough. Made me motion sick. Um, took like 20 minutes to get better after I took the VR off. That wasn't great. Haven't really tried it since. I also don't like that it doesn't have peripheral vision. I don't know. Just one of those people who doesn't like it, I guess. I don't know. Hmm. I can imagine that being underwater would be that way. I wouldn't be surprised if the next generation might be better. But for now, I kind of just steer away from it. It's not something I need to deal with, so... I just tried to peel the paint off. Yay. A little bit more stippling in nature then. Alright. That's not horrible for this paint. It's there. It's not black anymore. Alright. That's not the one. There we go. And I also used to mix a specific... Ooh, that's low. I used to mix that color, but now I just do this. It's just cork brown. It's easier this way. So should Samael have any of this cork brown? I need reference pictures. Uh, that's just picture. Eh, I guess not. Okay. Oh, yeah. Um, After a while of mixing, I was like, you know, I have so many different colors of paint. They don't all have to be mixed. Like when I started the Dark Angel color scheme, I had a starter set. I had the 8-color Army Painter starter set and a bunch of hobby paints. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do all of my Dark Angels with these 8 colors. Every color on there is going to be one of these 8 colors or a mix of them. And that's what I did for so many years. And then I went, you know, I now own a bunch of different colors. Do I really want to mix, or can I just find a color I like and go from there? And I still mix every now and then, but sometimes it's easier just to grab the cork brown and try to remember if I mixed 2 parts leather and 1 part barbarian flesh, or it was 2 parts leather and 1 part white. I don't know. I don't remember anymore. It's gonna take at least 2 to 3 coats of each color to build up to where I want it. But if I can at least get all of the colors blocked in on these 4 models tonight, that'd be really cool. Because then I can work on the smaller details and highlights and everything like that. That shoulder. Yep, okay. Just the metal. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of upset with the whole redeemed thing. It's like, no. They need to keep hunting the other half of their army. For a long while there, I wanted to paint up some Dreadwing. I might still. Some of the models I own are perfect for the Dreadwing part of the army. Yep. Yeah, the forest. I don't mind that he woke up. I just not really a big fan of the way that they're taking the lore because he woke up. But, you know, whatever. Yep. But I think GW has a plan to shake up the lore a little bit. And it's gonna upset some people, and it's gonna make some people happy, and that's how they do things. Alright. I'm gonna actually use the cork on the face as a base, and then I'll work up from there. Just so that I'm not working from the black primer. There we go. Yeah. Well, we got another vote for Eldari for the Escalation League. Yep. Still more than 50% salamanders, but another vote for it. um, I don't think I have enough for Wraithguard. I think I have 2 units of guard, 2 units of blade, 2 Wraith Lords, and 1 more unit of... I don't know if it's guard or blade. But if you don't have a Wraith Knight and Spirit Seers, you don't really have enough there. And everyone plays Precision these days, and Spirit Seers have 0 capacity of staying alive. So your Wraith units go down quick because of it. And I haven't actually checked for a while, but I'm guessing that the Wraith Seer is gone now. It's Legends. I was originally going to Kit Bash one, but that doesn't make any sense anymore. Okay. Alright. That's getting a little annoying. Okay. Yeah. Well, it was a Forge World model, so it's not a big deal. I think that means that I technically have a 3rd Wraith Lord. Not that they're great to begin with, but you know, if I was to build a Wraith army, that would be kind of a necessity, right? I don't know. I could look up the points and see where I'm at, but currently painting. I really do find some of these base coats take forever. I guess when I'm flipping between 4 different minis, that can add to that time, huh? Yeah. The Wraith Guard models are nice just because they're chunkier. They look good even though they're older. Um, and the Wraith Knight is, a very large kit. So that also makes sense. Let's see, what else? Yeah. I'm going to be going back over this with white, but I figured it's going to be easier to put white over cork than black. I don't know. There is a reason I didn't paint these up beforehand, before now. And it's just like, they're old. They're fiddly. Not really sure what colors I want to paint each area. You know. But they do deserve to get painted, so here we are. Oh. Oof. I haven't actually done anything with his colors yet, so let's ruin some of his paint job. Well, he's a librarian, so he's gotta be blue. And I'm not gonna paint the whole thing blue because he is part of the Archangels. So he's getting a blue helmet. And probably... Should I do blue lightning? I can do the lightning blue. I'm not gonna stick it... Yeah, I'm not gonna stick with this blue for the helmet. It's gonna get darker. But as far as the first color, yeah, I saw that email. Thank you. Um, surprise me. And also stay warm. So yeah, I'm gonna darken the helmet a little bit and brighten the psychic energy. I just warmed up and diluted my tea. Yep. All right. Okay, I'm getting so many. Okay, sorry I'm getting distracted. Okay, where was I? Okay. Sorry about that. Pull my finger, Termy. Yeah, I mean, I kit bashed them, so I think that's a pretty good psychic weapon option, right? This is actually the old uh, Space Marine Sergeant Power Fist, and I had to fill out the shoulder pad a little bit, but I think it works. Um, I'm not currently doing Eldar stuff right now. Um, but I do have an Eldari force and a Drukari force that I've worked off and on. Um, let's see. I don't need any more blue right now. Or I guess I could do blue. Let's do blue. Um, there are only a few armies that I don't currently have some number of models for. But several of them are just uh, on the back burner right now. The Escalation League is about to start in February at my local game shop, and I gave them 4 armies that they could vote for me to work on. And Eldar are one of the 4, but they're currently not placing very high in the poll. And I'm going to paint whatever they choose for me out of the 4. Uh, Necrons, Tyranids, Eldar, and Salamanders. The Legion of the Damned Salamanders that I'm doing. I'm just painting up some of my old minis for my Dark Angels. There's a Highlander tournament coming up end of this month that I signed up for, so I can only have one of each datasheet. And to fill out the army, I need a Dreadnought, Belial, Samael, and a Terminator Librarian. So, oh, and a Predator that I don't have on the table right now, but is going to need to get painted. So, that's all that the Dark Angels are planning on getting anytime soon. I just need to get this to a tournament ready. But no, as far as armies that I own, uh, what is it? 12, 13, something in that area. Um, count for me. 15. Okay, 15 armies. So, just a few. I do jump around a lot. I do not want that. Yeah. Let's see. I think I can go back to the green again. I think that's dry enough. If Okay, I'm getting a warning for buffering. Um, excuse the buffering? Yeah, but I have a yellow bar saying that it's bad, so... If it gets really bad, let me know. I don't know what I can do about it, but... I don't know. I can try. Alright. We still don't have enough green on here. I don't know where else I want to put it. But... I need something. Hmm. If this didn't wrap all the way around, I think that would be a good spot. But that's pretty big. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do right here. Because that kind of, has that cut out anyway. What do you think about this spot right here in green? I'm also going to shake this up a little bit more. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I want to see those pictures, but I want to see those pictures. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Those are some really cool pictures. All right. No, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do those two spots. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, wow, that is a really cool collection. Some really cool old stuff in there. think the humidity is different in the room too, which probably isn't helping me paint, but whatever. Between old paint and humidity, yeah, we're doing good. We'll get it. We'll get it. But I do think this adds enough green to it. Like, I didn't even need to put green, but might as well because it's Dark Angels. Alright. Let's do that next coat of green on the cloak now. Once I have this coat down, I should be able to start highlighting the cloak. But I want to have a nice solid base coat down first. I wouldn't normally be trying to paint 3 characters in a dreadnought all at once, but since I'm using a bunch of similar colors, it's just like, yeah, okay. I'll do a little bit here, a little bit there. Once the base coats are done, I might move over to just working on one at a time. But I don't know. I don't even know how long it's going to take me to just get the base coats done, so... Yep. How was dinner, Moth? Decent layer of base green for everything. Yeah, stir crazy for snow. I can understand. It's like I looked outside and I was like, yeah, I'll stay inside. Actually spent about 15 minutes walking around. Cause gotta have some physical activity every day, right? I don't know exactly how many loops I went around my gaming table, but I think my phone said I did like 2,500 steps. I was like, okay, that's something. I mean, walking around in circles isn't the most enjoyable thing in the world, but yep. Yeah, it's gonna be fun once I have all the colors down and highlighting. I will definitely check that email out after. What do you mean? Alright, I'm not even seeing it, so... Did you at him for that? I don't see it, so... Yeah, again, I don't see anything in there, so... Kinda weird, but... If you tried to delete it, then maybe I didn't see it to begin with and it's already gone? I don't know. Like, I'm actually surprised I'm not getting, like... I didn't get anything, like, asking permission or anything, so that's... I don't know. Huh. I wonder if it, like, just automatically doesn't let emails through. I don't know. If you're okay with me sharing it, I can just send... You know, I can send it to him through, Discord. Alright. Anyway. So the two cloaks are two colors down, or two layers down, so they should be ready for the highlight layers next. This part needs that extra layer still. No, it's okay. Um, I mean, I'm still getting painting done. Oh, I made a mess. Clean that edge up. No. No, the fact that I'm even having this painted and playable before it becomes not even a viable model anymore, that's where it matters to me. Let's see. Let's do... I don't normally put speed paint on my wet palette, but I just need it for the helmet. Now, these models are going into my army for the Highlander tournament, and then I expect both my Blood Angels and Dark Angels armies to eventually become so full of Legends units that they don't even become a playable force anymore. That's why the Salamanders are running all newer models. So, I don't have a huge need to get all of them done, but there we go. See, now the blue on the flame looks brighter before I even do anything with it. But no, these models, they've been sitting in my collection for, well, I mean, I kit bashed this one not too long ago, but these models have been sitting in my collection for 4, 5, 6 years, maybe 10, and I never got around to painting them. So well, that's a pretty cool idea. Um, I picked this up uh last year sometime, and it's on my floor. Let's see. I do need a lot more color on these guys. Where's my leather brown? Leather brown. Yeah, you know, I think some old models like this, they're really cool. Why not have little guys like this size? Um, I just wish they didn't only move 6 inches. That's really where it gets you, when you realize how slow these things move. Alright. Where's the leather? Where do I want to do leather? Let's see. But yeah, I also didn't go around gap filling anything. I built these, the ones that I did build, I built so long ago, and it's just a matter of getting them painted so that they can be in the tournament. It may be their last attempt to ever be fielded, so they deserve that one last hurrah before going into the case forever. So that's really the goal. Let's go brown on the inside of here. Sure. Everyone's going on streams tonight. Oh, it's given me that error again for the buffering. Yeah. I wish more people would be willing to just play for the fun of it and not try to win every game. Because honestly, some of the most fun things are narratives where you know, you actually lose. But, hey, whatever. Like, how about we have, this is Two Steps from Hell. Um, just a random playlist that I have on, well, it's here. Do. It's just this. I will be right back. Give me one moment. Alright. Didn't mean to run off right as you got here, Francois, but hi. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having games where it's like your 1,000 points are guarding this castle, and you're gonna have Tyranids coming at you until you're gone. See how many units you can kill. I want to play games like that. Like, you're going to lose. It's just a matter of how many can you take out on the way in. Let's play more games like that. I don't know. Alright, where was I? Painting. This leather brown is not too far off from the cork brown. Didn't realize that, but it makes sense. Yeah, like, why not just play a game of tower defense, you know? But physical. Too many games are. I mean, GW in general is set up to, try to be competitive these days, and I just want to play games sometimes. Like, there's a reason I'm not that worried about my salamanders in the Crusade having, like, a, what, 2 and 8 win rate? Or something like that? It's okay that they lose all the time. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, rules change so frequently because, oh, this is good right now, or oh, this is being taken because it's so good. It's like, it's really hard to play random, just, like, I'm gonna bring this guy to a tournament. When's the last time Samael was actually good, points wise and rules wise and everything? I don't know. I've never run him before, but I have the model, so why not? I don't know. Why not run him? See, I'm okay with that. I mean, my goal for even going to a tournament that I do not like going to tournaments, I'm going for the sake of showing off Firstborn. A lot of the people who are going to be going are younger than some of the models I'm going to be fielding. I can believe it. But yeah, I'm not planning on winning any of my games. Um, it's definitely not set up for being a great army. It was built so that I had the least number of minis that I had to paint while keeping everything firstborn. Because if I didn't have the firstborn requirement, I could have just brought enough armies. You know, enough different units already painted up. Seventh was the last cool narrative type, you know, bring what you want, because it's, you know, those detachments could be pretty powerful though. Um, I don't know. There were a lot of great additions. I think it's just a matter of the competitive scene has taken over from just having a good time. But you know, you can still have a good time. Yeah, that's true. Uh, the ward days, right? Ah, oh well. Okay. Okay, because I feel like it. I don't want Samael to be completely black armor. I'm gonna actually put some Absolution Green speed paint over the black. Hey, this is not the first time I've done dark speed paints over black. It's not something I see very many people do, but I can work up from here if I need to brighten something up. But it does fill down and color the black. Or I guess it... I don't know. It changes the color just enough. Like, I don't know, you can see the difference between his armor and the bike now, right? Like, it... I mean, it's wet, but... Yeah. Yeah, I still missed the different terrain. I had built a few different things for earlier editions, and it's like, yeah, now they're not walls, so that's all that matters. Yep. I agree. I I mean, why use razor wire when you can just, place your models 1.1 inches away from the wall so that the enemy cannot place their minis inside and be outside of an inch of the wall where they can't fight? Why would you do that? Yeah. Alright, let's see if this shows up. If I can get it to show up. Alright. The green over the black. Let's see if I can get it to zoom or focus properly. Give me a second. Where... Is that not focusing? That is the proper camera. Okay. So... It's not very noticeable, but it's a different black than the other black. It's not very noticeable. Oh well. I tried. It's a little bit more noticeable in person. I didn't realize that I had autofocus off the whole time. Yeah. No. It's supposed to be the 5th castle, right? Because the first 2 sank into the ground and then... Yeah. Anyway. 4th? I don't know. Anyway. I need more colors. Alright. I think it's time for some metal. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Oh, you just can't see through the first floor. Yep, okay, sure. If you say so. I agree. Games need to be more fun. Less less about winning, more about having fun. Alright. I don't usually put 3 different colors on the palette at once, but I feel like it today. Okay. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. They require minis to be painted to a higher standard for a tournament, but they don't care as much about the terrain. It's like, don't we want the terrain to look just as good as the models? Not so much to take away from the models, but as far as to actually, like, have a nice looking board. Yeah. Yeah, I really wish more people would just have fun. But I can understand if they can only get to the game shop once a week or once a month, and the rules say this and that, you want to bring something and you want to have a good time and possibly win. But it's like, come on, people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Francois, have you seen my collection of terrain? If not, I'm planning on doing a video at some point in about a month and a half. That's gonna go over it all. It's been a little while since I've done one, so... But I plan on setting it all out on the table and going over it and figuring out what I need to actually do to finish some of it, because I've got several tables full sitting in boxes and stuff, and I just don't get enough games in, but I do bring it when I go to tournaments so that we have extra stuff that's not just, you know, L's. Okay. Okay. I don't think I have that much in GW stuff, terrain-wise. I'll pick up, you know, the kill team boxes when they come out and stuff like that, but... Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's quite the kit. But yeah, I realized that I hadn't been putting as much effort into it as I would like to. So that's one of the things that I want to do not too long from now, is get more of my stuff finished painting, terrain-wise. Yeah, it does take up a lot of space. Um, no, one of the moving boxes in that corner, all the way in the back, has a set of terrain that I built from foam. Um, I think the paint is sticking a little bit to itself, but if I take it out and I clean it up, probably take about 2 hours. That might be a nice little thing to have that back and available, but I hadn't used it for a while, so you know. It didn't have the best of storage areas, got a little humid, so the paint kind of started sticking to itself. But I could probably fix it up, not too long. Just touch it up a little bit. Probably spray it with some type of sealant that's cheap, so it doesn't get all nasty again. The blade that was broken. Oh yeah. It's just, you know, a decade ago, I didn't have a great storage location, so they ended up in a outside storage area, and through some summers and winters and stuff before it went back into a climate controlled area. So I can touch them up, seal them up, make them better. Oh. Yeah. Well, that's one of two pieces of foam terrain I have. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am. I am gold trimming the cloak for some reason. Ruining your ruins. uh... Oh. What else do I need to get? There's a ton of little pipes and everything in here. I guess I should get some of those. So I don't actually know where I'm trying to get this to. Like what level of painted. I think it's just going to be a matter of continuing on until where I like it. I don't know. You know, and the other three models are just sitting there going, what about us? Thanks, Table's Edge. Okay. Barely gotten anything on him. I actually kit bashed them. This is one of the old plastic ones, and you can kind of see right here, I made it taller. And then I used some extra bits to make the fist and flame. Because he's going to be a librarian Terminator. Terminator librarian, whichever. But I needed one in Firstborn, and not the new one. And he stands about the right height now. Yeah, see, that just sounds funny. A Shadow Sword parking garage. Okay. Gold. Yeah, exactly. I don't have a full Baneblade, but I do have some bits for one. Some cool ideas coming in the future for those. Hmm. Sounds like you have a lot of fun with your games. That's a good thing. Oh, I just made a mess. Yep. I should have swapped over to my smaller brush that has a better point, but here I am doing it with this one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's not how we play it, right? Hmm. Welcome back. Hmm. I figured I needed to put some color on him. A bit. No fancy force weapons or anything. Just blades. That sounds cool. Also seems to make more sense. It's like, no, 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 no. That is definitely a door. That's where you go. Yeah. I totally get that. I could understand if it's like ruins, rubble, and everything, but that still should cost movement. Like, if the door's, 20 feet down the way, you're not gonna get through right here. I understand that. Of course, they also get rid of strength for units. They only have them for attacks now. Or I could see maybe doing something like um, strength check versus wall. Like, I could easily see a Terminator being able to punch through Rockreet. But, yeah. Guardsman? No. Yeah. Oh, I just realized it's 15 after. Eh. Oh well. I actually have a paint bottle blocking the clock. Just means more time to paint, right? Yep. I'm pretty much going for at least 3-color minimum on everything before I call it for the night. I'm not too far off. I think the Dreadnought needs one more color. They are not going to be done tonight, but, you know, at least there's something for the progress, right? I've got washes and layers and highlights and speed paints and tons of details still to go. So, but I am also getting a little hungry. Yeah. Well, I'm nowhere near done on any of these. What are you talking about? They're gonna have so many more things going on. Like, I have whole sections that I haven't even touched with color. I mean, they need basing, but I mean, there's still all the cord, the things over here and up here. This. But, like, Samael has nothing as far as details on his shoulders and stuff. I still have to do the cloak shading. I still have several details on the bike I need to do. I haven't done the plasma cannon, you know. The book still needs to be more white. That hasn't been hit. You know, there's still quite a bit go on here. This is nowhere near done. But I do need to eat. So I don't know. Let's see. I don't feel like I got anywhere near enough on the Dreadnought tonight. Yeah, I mean, the good news is that I'm 3.5 hours closer to having these guys done. I probably have another 2 sessions of this length minimum to get them to where I want them to be, but, you know, it's a start. It's a nice solid start. But yeah. There, now it has another color. I mean, I'm trying to paint 3 characters in a Dreadnought in one session. That's not happening. I mean, the fact that I'm going at one, all of these at once is just because they're gonna use up a lot of the same paint. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll toss them together. But normally I would paint a character at a time, or the Dreadnought. So 12? That's what I was saying about how the points seem a little bit low. We might have to recalculate, because 12 points for all of this is... I mean, it's doable, but... I don't know. I don't really know. It just means I need to paint even more. Oh no, more painting. Alright, I'm gonna get the claw finished, and then I'm gonna call it. So, I hope everyone had a great time. I hope you will stop in again. I just lost my power. My power just went out for a few seconds there. Okay, we're calling it. Good night.